Hi, I'm Ron Fischer, and thanks for taking a couple of minutes to watch this video. In it, I'm going to introduce you to three people I've had the opportunity to work with. They all share one thing in common. They turned what were once problems into successful, effortless experiences. Jeff and Sarah are both attorneys, and Mickey is a client. As a realtor, I deal mainly with attorneys.
Ron has sold a couple properties through estates for me. And also Ron has been a tremendous source of information for me. On the estate side, you have a number of dynamics going on. You not only have family grief normally, but you also have a number of siblings or family members you're dealing with, which creates an interesting dynamic in the real estate world. And that again is why Ron's experience is so important, that he can communicate with all sides, he can communicate with all people, and I can rely on that. Ron is not in it for the commission. Ron is in it for the proper sale, and he'll do the proper. He's very professional in what he does. He has high ethical standards. He's reliable, he's responsive, and he's experienced, which are the three things I need when I'm working with an estate, that I don't have to worry about it. Once I give it to Ron, I don't have to worry about it. I know he's going to do it right. I know he's going to do it ethically, and nothing's going to come back on me when that transaction goes through.
Thanks, Jeff. That's exactly what my practice is all about.
So my experience with Ron has primarily been within the probate process. So somebody has passed away and left a house or a condo to be sold. And oftentimes my clients don't live in the house, don't live in the state, don't live in the area, and I'm trying to help them sell properties. And so Ron has been great because he is so willing to go above and beyond what I thought a real estate agent does. And so the concept of what Ron does for my clients is I put them in touch with Ron, and I've had probably 3 or 4 different clients out of state who have never had to return to the state to sell the piece of property because Ron's been involved. Well, he's a good communicator. And so he keeps me updated on things that I need to be kept updated on, but he also communicates very clearly with the client. I'm involved in the very beginning when I introduce the two, and then Ron keeps me communicating with the client, keeps the client communicating with me. But really, I'm getting response and feedback from my clients that are saying Ron's been fabulous. He's been going above and beyond what they expected him to do. So it's a trust that has been built, but it's getting the feedback from my clients that they're appreciating the work that he's doing for them.
One of my favorite clients is Mickey Lass.
We had a situation in my family a few years back. My father passed away, and then that was followed by my mother passing away a short time later. And we had, while we live in Edmonds, we had the family home that needed to be disposed of. I didn't have any time to deal with any of the issues of coming up with a fair value for the house, the appraising it. So I turned to Ron for every step of the process, getting the house appraised, getting the house listed. He even helped me clean up the materials in the house. We put the house on the market, was able to sell it in a relatively short time frame. The family received a fair price for the house, and it was a service that was really badly needed by me, and Ron was the perfect guy to take care of us.
There was actually one case in particular where the client got a hold of me from California. And believe it or not, I never even met the client through about this year process of helping wrap up an estate. But her brother owned a piece of property in Marysville, and the property was just a mess. The house was extremely run down. The gentleman who lived in it did not take care of the home. The yard was overgrown. There was waste everywhere. And Ron had that home cleaned out, picked up, yard mowed, yard taken care of. I mean, enough to make the house look great and sell. We never imagined the house was going to sell. To be honest, we thought it was just going to fall into foreclosure. The client expected that. I expected it. I talked to Ron about it, and he said, nope, I want to try it. And he handled everything and put in many, many hours. And that's the extent where I didn't realize agents did that.
I want to thank Sarah, Jeff, and Mickey, and I especially want to thank you for taking a few minutes to watch this video. Please continue on into my website to find out how to contact me. I'm Ron Fischer, and I'm eager to make you my next success story.
It takes a great burden off of me that I can deal with whatever I need to deal with the estate, deal with the family in any way I need to deal with, and I understand that Ron's going to take care of the home for me.
I don't have to be there micromanaging Ron. Ron knows what he's doing with the real estate. He knows how to communicate with the client. So I'm able to advise the client on what I'm good at, and I'm able to depend and rely on Ron that he's going to be advise the client what he's good at, which is selling real estate.
So ultimately, what Ron, the service that he provided me more than anything else, was peace of mind that this issue that needed to be dealt with by me as the executor of the estate was taken care of properly and professionally. I was very satisfied.